balancing work and reflection is a tricky thing, isn't it? Isn't it? Come on. And that's what Mary and Martha had to figure out. They had to balance this. They were forced to figure this out because people in Western culture, in our culture, we're forced to live these very hurried, very scheduled, very busy lives. And for you and for me, our lives are filled with all kinds of activity, and I'm going to say most of it is good activity, right? We have to make dinner, we have to clean the house, we have to mow the lawn, we have to run our kids to soccer, we got to go pay bills, we got all this stuff, and most of it makes for a pretty good life along the way. But one of the demands of having a full schedule of activity is the art of prioritizing, right? It's the art of choosing what is the top priorities in your life. What is the top priority of your life? What really needs to fill your day? Because listen to me, friends, and you may want to write this one down. Success isn't determined by how much we get done, but success is determined by getting the right things done, the best things done in life, the most important things done. And success is often determined by being able to look at our list of things that are important, and it's the ability to decide what's really important and what needs to go down a little bit, what needs to go up the list and what needs to be ran down the list, right? So this account of Mary and Martha is about such priorities. It's a story of what is good versus what is better. It's the idea of choosing what is good, or are we going to choose what is really best? It's not about a story about getting stuff done. It's funny because over the years, I kind of grew up in church, and you hear this story taught from a lot of different angles, and you hear somebody talk about it's a story of getting stuff done. No, it's not. It's not. And you hear other people, this gets really funny, you get other people, I've actually heard preachers use this as a contextual argument to put women in their place in the home. Barefoot and pregnant and keeping the house. Amen. But it's not the point of the story. It's not the point of the story at all. As a matter of fact, if you were to go back through human history, this story, a lot of people have talked about this as the idea of a role of a woman in the house, or maybe it's about how women handle stress and all that. It's not at all. These stories can be interchanged with the male character. It doesn't really matter because it's not a story about getting stuff done or priorities or stress or anything like that. It is an idea of a choice in your life. The story is a story of choosing. It is the story of deciding what is not only good, but what is best and what needs to go up the ladder. It is a story of prioritizing in your life. This account paints a picture of what it means to have fellowship in your life. It paints a picture of discipleship. It paints a picture of the art of following Jesus, and how all along the way, there are all of these pressures and all of these things calling us, all of these things that are keeping us from touching the hand of God. And you have a choice in it. You have a choice to move some things down the ladder in order to pursue the best things.